Hi, I'm Rosemary DeTrolio, author of a middle grade book series called the Time Wheel series. Middle grade is probably about ages 11 to 14, although a lot of adults have read my book and it's reminiscent of their childhood and even raising their children. So I've had a lot of positive comments from adults and adults who bought the book for their kids or their grandkids. So the first book of the series is called The Time Wheel. And here's my name, Rosemary DeTrolio. And the book series is about a young boy who's going to be 12 years old. He just lost his dad. His dad died. And he moves to a small town of Hope, New Jersey with his mom. His mom buys a curio shop, which has an apartment above it. And while Tommy's helping mom clean the store and get it ready, he finds this unusual artifact. At first, he hears noises, he hears voices calling him, and he thinks that the curio shop is haunted. But what he finds out a little bit later in the book is that this time wheel, this prayer wheel, has the ability to send him back in time. And there's secrets about the time wheel. When he enters school, which is the 6th grade year, he and his new friend Jake have to do a book report about this artifact for his history teacher. And he has to have this barrel translated and find out what it means. And inside, he finds out there's a scroll inside that has a certain kind of prayer, which is actually a magical incantation. And Tommy learns so much about himself and his friends that he can bring them back in time and that he can travel. And this prayer wheel helps him to discover who he is as a person. The second book of the same series is called The Wheel Guardian, and it goes further into the explorations and fun that Tommy has with his friends and also learning about himself. There's a bully in the story. You know, he has to deal with all the things that kids in the age of 5th and 6th grade have to deal with emotionally, changing in their body and, bullies and having trouble with homework. Tommy had trouble with reading and learning words, and he often confuses words that are similar. So reading was a demon for him, but math was really, really easy. So he has good things about what he can do, and he gets better at the things he's not so good at. And there's some quirky teachers. I love making fun of teachers in my book because I was a teacher for 32 years and I love kids. And sometimes I still think like a kid, which is why it was so much fun for me to teach them. The third book of this series is called Spinning Through Time, and it's the one that'll be hitting Amazon pretty soon. So right now I have 2 of them on Amazon published, a third one coming, and then I'm working on book 4 and 5. If you're a reader and you love books, or you're a kid that wants to contact me, it's info@rosemaryd.com, and you could send your suggestions to me. I also have a kid book site, which goes with the books that I've written. And it is called growyourspiritbooks.com. I have some interesting research sites on there. And what I did, because, being a teacher, I love kids to learn. Anytime I mentioned a certain place Tommy time travels, I added some links to the back of the book. So as you'll see, the first book has these hyperlinks in it. So if you're looking at the Kindle version in this first book, you can, go to the hyperlink. And I also have words I've used in the book that I explain, like tesseracts and time loop theory. So you can look up different things you're interested in or your child's interested in as you read. The book site, growyourspiritbooks.com, I had added some worksheets and some links so you can click on it and your child can go and research whatever they're interested in. And that's really the best way to learn. If you can hook a kid to read and research on their own, you got it, because then you're a lifelong learner. And I know books bit me when I was young, and it's one of the reasons why I love to write so much. So I do hope you look up my books and you enjoy them. If you're an adult, I also have Divine Messengers, which is an adult spiritual book about my life and my path. And I do have some primary picture books on there for grades 1 through 3. So you can explore what I do and you can look it up on my website. Again, it's growyourspiritbooks.com. Please go to Amazon and check out the books on Amazon using the name of the book, Time Wheel, Wheel Guardian, DeTrolio. I also have a book on Kindle Vella. Right now I'm exploring how to use Kindle Vella. So I have a book for young adults and adults called The Hermit of Laramie, which I wrote during COVID. And it's about this gardener that finds himself alone in the castle with his cat, and he doesn't know where everybody went to. We find out that there's these little creatures called warnocks living in the walls, and he didn't know that he's not alone. He thinks he's alone because there's no humans around, but these warnocks are stuck in the walls. So enjoy that story as well, and I do hope you'll check it out. The first 3 chapters of Hermit of Laramie are free, so I hope you do look at it and explore. Again, my name is Rosemary DeTrolio. I'm an author on Amazon, and I hope you do look at my books. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video.